my gigpreneur. What is going on? What's happening? Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online gigpreneur. My pancreas shut down, lost my job because of it, can't get another job over it. So, and I fell back on nothing. I had nothing to fall back on. I got redirected to this online space. If that connects with you, resonates with you, you like to add to what you got going on, then go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple of things. I'll reach out. We'll have the conversation. Let's go. Guys, it is cold. It is cold. I'm cold. Most people are not cold, but I'm cold. Anyway, I do like the warm. So if you see me with a robe and a sweatshirt on, I'm not from the North Pole, although some people would think I am. I'm actually in Southern California, but hey, that is me. What is happening? If you're joining me live or you catch the replay, would love to know where you're tuning in from. And let's go. So today I had a little tiny little conversation with a friend, and she was asking me about the products that I use and I take. And I was telling her a little bit about them. And then she asked me a question where I was like, hmm, I wonder how many people have this question. She said, "Do you believe in your products?" And I said, "Oh my God, like 3,000% over. I absolutely do." And I didn't get to explain to her why, but I want to share the why with you because I never knew about clean products. Let's be truthful. I never got into this business because of clean products. I didn't. It just happened to be the company happened to be, um, you know, one of the pioneers in clean products. I didn't get into it because of, oh, these are clean products. I got into it because I really liked the compensation plan. I liked their model. That's what I did. And then when the company shut down, I no longer could just join another company because I really got hooked with just like everyday, regular, everyday clean products. Now, I'll tell you why, okay? Because I think that came by accident, if you ask me, but by design, I'm sure. So, right in the beginning of when I had my pancreas go nuts, and I didn't know what was going on because for about a year, I was running some tests and we didn't know what was going on. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you guys on YouTube. Consider subscribing to me and hitting that bell and following me on multiple platforms. Let's go. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. I go with Side Gig Sean. Consider following me. So, yeah, about a year into this whole testing of my what's going on with my pancreas. I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm going to the bathroom a lot. I didn't know what was going on. So, somebody suggested to do acupuncture. I went and I got one session of acupuncture done, and truthfully, it didn't do much for me. But that appointment, she introduced me to a lady where she does hair sample testing. And hair sample testing, for those of you who are not familiar with it, they take a hair sample, a piece of your hair, and they run it through this test, and they give you all the deficiencies your body may have. Glow, what's up? Oh, you're gonna like this one, glow. So I ran this hair sample test, and she told me, "Well, you need this, you need this. This is when." This was like at the very beginning of this thing going down with my pancreas. So she goes, "Yeah, I think your body is doesn't have enough this and enough that." I don't remember what it was. It was just a bunch of things, And I said, all right, then that's what I'll do get. And then when she was wrapping things up and putting her machine away, there's one thing that she said that had me sold with clean products. She said, oh, by the way, um, I don't get to say this to many people, and I've been doing this for a lot of years. Your body shows zero toxicity. And I'm like, cool. She goes, do you know what that means? I'm like, no, I have no idea. And I've been using those products for a while at that time. And she goes, I don't say this to a lot of people because most people have toxins in the body. I don't know what you're using for like shampoo, your conditioner, toothpaste, like lotion, soap, detergent, stuff like that. But your body, I mean, hair sample is a very, very precise testing because it gets to the roots of your hair. So when you do a hair sample, it literally tells you everything, right? So she goes, yeah, your body shows zero toxicity. And I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah, that means like your body has no toxins. I said, huh, okay. Well, I showed her the products I use, and she goes, oh, these are really clean products. So she became a customer. Now, why I tell you that story is that, well, that company is no longer around. you know, that company shut down last year. So a lot of people jumped around to a bunch of different companies, right? But I was so hooked on clean products, and that's the reason why, because of the hair sample. Because I didn't even know what the hell was going on until like she explained it to me. Like I was selling and promoting these products, I was using them, but I had no idea how good they were or what effect they could have on the body. Right? I had no clue. I was clueless. Right? And I just like the idea. This is true. I like the idea of writing off my own products. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. So they sell this stuff. I can get it for myself, and I write it off. Oh, that's beautiful. Like, yeah, why wouldn't I use these? That's kind of why I was stuck on them. But when that hair sample came back like that, I was like, whoa, really? So these products like are good. So when that company shut down, I couldn't just jump to into another company. I just couldn't. I was really hoping that I find another company that focuses on clean products and then has a decent compensation plan, you know. And I knew that there were companies like that around. I just didn't want to like join any of them. I just had some criterias, right? And so that's why when this company came around, I was shown this company and introduced to it and the products and stuff, and they bought the Modere products. So I was like, man, and the compensation plan, they have two incentives that I really like. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this one. Yeah, I'll go with this. And for me, this time around, number one was I gotta have some clean products. Like, I don't want, have you looked at, well, you probably have. When you look at the clean products in the marketplace, they're so expensive. They're like expensive. They're not cheap. Like when you have like no toxins, no chemicals and stuff, they're not cheap. Toothpaste, detergent, stuff like that. Um, I like ours and the company before because it was very competitive. Okay, we weren't the cheapest, but we were very competitive, and there were incentives and there were like cashbacks on your own purchases, and this one too, cashbacks. They actually pay you back on your own purchases. You get discounts, and they become really competitive, and you can write them off as a tax write-off. So it's like a no-brainer, right? If you really are into clean space, um, that's why I kind of stuck with them. So that's why when this friend of mine asked me today, do you really believe in these products? I'm like, yeah, I do. And here's the reason why. Because I never really, like I said, I never really knew about clean products. Like, come on, I didn't, you know. Even though I'm like a cancer survivor, I got to pay more attention to this stuff. I really didn't know. But so that hair sample really sold me. And remember this, your skin is not only a barrier, it's also a carrier, which means it doesn't just block from things going in, it actually carries a lot of things into your bloodstream. So, what you put on your skin, what you use on the outside, can have a major impact on your bloodstream, therefore, possible future cancer. They're relating skin cancer, breast cancer to everyday products because of the toxicity in the products, right? So I thought I share that with you because I don't think I've ever shared that with anybody. But this question was like, of course I believe in this. I actually don't. I was so sad when the company shut down because I didn't know where to go for my products. And I looked around, I'm like, dang, these are expensive, outside. So our pricing are so competitive, and they last so long. And I mean, I could talk about them forever, but they have eliminated over 2,500 chemicals and questionable ingredients. Like, they don't mess around, right? So I think that's just so cool. So if you're not into clean products, you haven't looked into them, I can't recommend enough for you to look into chemical free, toxin free, BPA free, paraben free, all this stuff free products because they truly make a difference on your health. They really, really, really do. You take it from me, from my hair sample test, and yeah, yeah. And if you don't have a resource, you don't have a source, you're interested to see what I take, what I use, um, drop the word, drop the word, drop the word clean in the comments, and I'll get back with you. I send you some of the stuff I take and I use. I mean, just the basic stuff: your toothpaste, your mattress, your shampoo, your body wash, to shaving cream. I use cleanser. Use body lotion. I use. That's just the basics. I use the detergent, the dishwash. I mean, this is just the basic stuff. And why not use it from your own store? Get paid on your own products. Write them off as a tax write off. Yeah, sounds excellent. So again, if you're looking for a resource to get some information on clean products, drop the word clean in the comments and let's go already. Let's do this. Let's live clean. Unless you want to live like dirty. Well, you don't want to do that. Anyway, with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. And if you're not following me, this is your first time. Hopefully, it won't be your last time. Follow me, subscribe on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I'm Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online gigpreneur. My pancreas shut down, lost my job over it, can't get another job because of it. Now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side business online, and we grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, you'd like to introduce another source of income to what you got going on, make some more money, go to sidegigshawn.com. I'll reach out. We'll have the conversation. We'll take it from there. I'm signing out till tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.